Good evening and welcome to the state poll projections. This is the second full poll of the 5 states which are going to the elections and to which results will be announced on the 8th of December. With us in the studio, of course, Sanket Upadhyay is with me today, our deputy news editor, who will take us through the numbers as usual. And we are also joined to his right by Yashwant Deshmukh, editor-in-chief of NOW-CVoter, the man behind founder of NOW-CVoter. Opinion polls are controversial nowadays. Yashwant Deshmukh, and look what you've done. Already one of the national parties is not coming on our program today. I'd like to say this at the start. The Congress party is not sending representatives to the opinion poll show today. And this is not just for Times Now, this is across. We respect their decision, but we are going ahead with the show. J.M. Rugh, our resident psephologist, knows the numbers well. Thanks for bringing in your perspective. With us is Times Now's political editor, Navika Kumar. And also joining us on our panel, Vinod Mehta, editorial chairman of the Outlook Group. Thank you very much. Hartosh Singh Bal of the Open Magazine. Dr. Manisha Priyam, welcome back. Aarti Jairath, welcome back. Rashid Kidwai, welcome back. Ajoy Da, welcome back. Good to see you again. Ajay Bose, senior journalist. Shesh Narayan Singh, and finally Mr. Rajagopalan. According to Mr. Rajagopalan's predictions, he now has 7 weeks to go for the general elections to be announced.
The Congress are now. Why are you pulling me down? It's Congress which has been saying Congress government conflict. That is why the polls were not there. How many political parties went with your analysis?
Why do you get provoked?
Why do you provoke me?
Why do you get provoked?
Why do you provoke me? Because it is the decision of Congress
to provoke
go for elections. That is why they are losing now. If they went in for elections now, they would have gained 40 seats. Why can't you say that?
To provoke people is my job. I'm paid for it, Mr. Rajagopalan. But to get provoked is not your job. You must resist me. Okay. Let's begin. Should we begin by going straight into the states? We decided here to put out Delhi first, but before that, a word on the methodology is followed. How many respondents tracked, and what is the importance of the data that you brought out today? Yes.
As the standard NOW-CVoter methodology, we do a stratified random sample and we cover all the assembly segments. Instead of picking the few of the segments randomly and doing it, we actually spread the samples across all the segments in all the states. And this particular poll, we have been doing the fieldwork for the last 5 weeks, especially in Delhi after the declaration of Dr. Harshvardhan as the Chief Ministerial candidate. In totality, across 5 states, we have polled 35,751 respondents, which is a pretty robust large sample size, and big number of sample out of these is actually from Chhattisgarh and Delhi, which are close states. So we have focused more on these states so that we can be more sure about our own numbers.
Right. So these are robust numbers. And Jay, what would you say to these numbers? Are these the kind of broad numbers that any survey at this scale would go with? Is this a credible and large number that NOW-CVoter is depending on?
Absolutely credible. I think stratified random sampling along with a large number gives you a statistically fairly accurate result. That's one thing. The results that we're actually seeing, 2% gaps, 3% gaps,
yes,
are sort of anticipated even looking at the historical trend. So it reinforces the credibility of the survey.
Well, I think the census of 2001 had a 2 plus minus % margin. So as long as the census is credible, opinion polls are not all that not credible. We begin with Delhi. We're going to be joined by the BJP's chief ministerial candidate. In fact, he's there with us, Dr. Harshvardhan. Welcome. Shazia Almi is representing the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress goes unrepresented today. And here are the results from Delhi. Let's, Sanket. Here's the situation in Delhi, and Sanket will take us through the numbers that we are seeing.
That's right. In fact, these are the numbers of Vidhan Sabha in 2009 and Lok Sabha in 2008. If you see these numbers, there seems to be, as far as the Congress is concerned,
these are the numbers of the Vidhan Sabha.
This is historical data.
I think we are looking at the historical data.
This is historical data.
Let's pull up the projections for the moment. We'll just wait a bit for it. But if you look at the historical data as well, I think we've got this. This is not the right graphic.
Okay, this is the correct number. In fact, 2 surveys were conducted, Orna. One was carried out in September 2013, and the one that has been conducted now. You see there is a steady fall for the Congress party. In fact, the change is -5. So this is not good news for the Congress party. Not good news for Sheila Dikshit, 3-time incumbent Chief Minister of New Delhi. For the Bharatiya Janata Party, also from 30 they have come down to 25, -5. Not good news for BJP either, which is supposed to be, you know, forms the bedrock of Narendra Modi's brand of politics, whether it will be able to influence Delhi or not. The biggest surprise is this man, Arvind Kejriwal, and the Aam Aadmi Party from 7 has gone up to 18, has played spoiler for not just the Congress but also the BJP, goes up by 11.
So there's something very dramatic which is happening. That this is what the big story from Delhi is, that none of these three parties, as opposed to the survey which we did in September 2013, when the fight was neck to neck between the BJP and the Congress party, today it's got, you know, de-stratified, as it were, broken up. There's been a huge surge in the last 6 weeks for the Aam Aadmi Party, and in terms of percentage share of the vote, that is not on this screen, but they have gained 11 seats, and that brings them up to being a player. Now, if this graph continues to go up in Delhi, what it means potentially is that the Aam Aadmi Party could be not just a spoiler, not just a kingmaker, but more than that. And have a look at the vote share. The vote share breakup actually tells you the bigger story. The vote share of the BJP down 4%, but if you compare it to the vote share that we had projected in September, it stays more or less the same. But what has happened here is that when you come forward, Jay, and tell us what the story of the...
It's pretty interesting. Finally, a triangular contest seems to be emerging, with the BJP polling 32%, Congress 30%, and Aam Aadmi Party trying to close the gap with 27%. Now, that is the interesting thing. In our first past the post system, if you touch a Rubicon of 30%, that is when a major translation of votes into seats starts. That's not starting for the Aam Aadmi Party right now. Therefore, it's stuck at 18. The BJP and the Congress...
This is bad news for the BJP, because if you're losing 4% after 15 years of Sheila Dikshit, if you lose 4%, that's a very poor performance.
And this 32 is a number that the Congress polled when it lost the election in 1993.
Does this include the Narendra Modi effect? Does this include the Harshvardhan effect? Most importantly, I'd like to put that question to you. Does this show the Harshvardhan effect?
This particular poll was conducted after the declaration of Dr. Harshvardhan.
How much after the declaration?
Right after that. We started this particular poll on 24th of October, and till yesterday we have done.
Point is taken.
That's very interesting, because on one hand, when on the month to month you can see the Aam Aadmi Party jump, but there is a very clear indication as well that this quantum jump has actually slowed down after declaration of Dr. Harshvardhan.
Let's go through the vote share projections.
That is also very interesting
for all the three parties out here. We looked at the BJP. Now let's look at the Congress party. It was at 32% last time. It continues to go down. It's hitting 30%, which means there's a swing away of 10%. 10% swing away from the Congress party compared to its performance in 2008. And I think that also, you know, cannot be discounted. Minus 2% compared to September 2013, but minus 10% compared to 2008.
Yeah, and the Aam Aadmi Party, actually, we can just pull out that graphic, has done a quantum jump. It's gone from 18 to 27.
Let's pull out the Aam Aadmi Party vote share to tell the full story of what's happening in Delhi. For all our viewers in Delhi, the headline as of now is that as we pull up the Aam Aadmi Party vote share, look at the vote share. Nobody is close to the halfway mark. That's point number one. There is, all parties are more or less neck to neck. The Congress and the BJP are completely neck to neck. There is a strong consolidation that the Aam Aadmi Party is showing. I'll just pull that graphic up in a minute. The whole question which the people of Delhi will be asking is, will this consolidation continue for the Aam Aadmi Party? And that's the vote share of the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's get a quick comment back from Jay on the consolidation of the Aam Aadmi Party's vote share. What's
Absolutely.
it telling?
Arnab, it's actually the Aam Aadmi Party is at a point of inflection right now.
Yes.
If it takes this 27 to 30 or 31, it really threatens the Congress and the BJP and might emerge as the single largest party. However, if the trend reverses, if 27 goes down to 25 or 24, it can be reduced to one of the also ranks.
Fluid, Sanket? Is the story still fluid?
It is definitely fluid. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, look at what they're doing right now, Arnab. They're playing the spoiler for the BJP. For the Congress, 15 years of incumbency, perhaps the Congress was, seeing it coming. But for the BJP, which has really put all its eggs in one basket, the basket of Mr. Narendra Modi, who holds a huge rally in Japani Park in Rohini, it tells a picture of what Delhi actually stands for. And huge gains for Aam Aadmi Party. And if it continues, will only, complicate matters further, because there will be no government formation if the situation remains this way.
Well, that's a situation many people say, Sanket, Aam Aadmi Party will actually relish. But will the people
they won't do business with BJP, they won't do business with the Congress Party, and then they want an assembly session in Ramlila.
So we have Dr. Harshvardhan, the BJP's chief ministerial candidate, joining us, and the first question to him goes from Navika Kumar, our political editor. Navika, it's across to you. Shazia also joining us. Dr. Harshvardhan has a big smile on his face out there. But the one thing about Dr. Harshvardhan is that he's always smiling, irrespective of the result. Navika is asking you the first question, Dr. Harshvardhan.
Dr. Harshvardhan, the first question to you is, did the BJP leave it too late for announcing you as the chief ministerial candidate? Because it seems that the entire benefit of the anti-incumbency has gone to the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP is not able to capitalize on the 15 years of anti-incumbency. Do you think you still have a battle at your hands, or do you think it's a lost battle?
No, we are already on the winning side, and whatever I have seen over the last few days, there is a definite surge, and I think we are getting overwhelming support all over the city. I have been to so many places. The support that I have received along with my party workers all over the city from people as well as my party workers, it shows tremendous enthusiasm, and I am sure at the end of the day, after a couple of weeks,
What about Mr. Vijay Goyal? What about Mr. Vijender Gupta? What about your problem with the Akali Dal? There is huge problem as far as the BJP state unit is concerned.
I don't think we have any problem at all. And all these things that you are mentioning, they are all hypothetical things that you have been mentioning all through. But everyone is thoroughly united. We have no problem with Akali Dal. We have no problem with any of our leaders or any of our workers.
Then why only one rally of Narendra Modi in Delhi so far? Do you think Narendra Modi is hesitating from campaigning in Delhi because Delhi is the one question mark state for the BJP?
No, you see, as the election progresses, and all this process of filing of nominations, etc., is completed, and we have those public rallies, etc., started in the city. You will see Narendra Modi ji again in the city. There is no problem, and you will not only see Narendra Modi ji, you will see all our senior leaders here.
Okay, now what we are going to do, Mr. Harshvardhan, I'll take reactions from Shazia also, is that we are going to show this up in terms of regions: Chandni Chowk, East Delhi, New Delhi, Northeast Delhi, Northwest Delhi, South Delhi and West Delhi. We'll break this up into regions. And I've been trying to see if there is any broad story that I can pick up here. And our research team says that the story really, Jay, is emerging here from Northeast Delhi and Northwest Delhi. Maybe you would like to come forward if we just look at the region-wide, and I'd like to get our analysts also to take a close look at this. These are the two regions where I find the Aam Aadmi Party is making the most significant gains. Could you explain what's happening here? And is this coming from any particular demographic cluster in your view?
Absolutely. Of the 18 seats that the Aam Aadmi Party is projected to win, 6 plus 5 come from Northeast and Northwest Delhi. So 11 out of 18 are coming just from these two Lok Sabha seats.
Right. So if you look at Chandni Chowk, for example, what's the story here?
It's just pick up 2 over there of the 10.
Let's pick up, for example, Northeast Delhi and Northwest Delhi. That's where the story really of the gains of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Just want to say Chandni Chowk is the same place where the Aam Aadmi Party launched its agitation. The Ram Leela Maidan, that entire area, by the way, forms Chandni Chowk.
Right. Now, the seat that we have picked up here is East Delhi. That's going in order. East Delhi, the point is in every region in Delhi. Every single region, the Congress seems to be the biggest loser. Yashwant, would you like to come in with the party losing at least one? At least actually, one and a maximum of 4 to 10 seats in every region.
You know, Arnab, I would like to take it the other way. To be fair to Sheila Dikshit, to be fair to Congress, she has done in Delhi 5 years back what Narendra Modi did 6 months back in Gujarat during the third term. So after 15 years of in power, if she is still in contention, still very much in fight, I think that some credit she deserves, and we should give the due credit.
Number one.
Just one small point.